I have a personal testimony too. Yes, unfortunately for me, Senator Tale was my classmate. He was better than me in athletics, and he managed to beat me once in Latin and literature, but of course I thrashed him in everything else. But I remember those days because, of course, our school days are fundamental in who we become. I met Julius Maada Bio through his older sister, a beautiful woman, Mrs. Agnes Dinjali. She was my arts teacher. She took me and another classmate, Dr. Ansugebe, to see her brother, and she said to him, "You're going to look after these boys." I was a very cheeky kid. And I always found it difficult to take instruction from others. God forgive me.
Not a chicken, I call it
And so I wasn't everybody's favorite in the school. However, when you're going through tough times, and I remember my father had lost 2 elections in Sierra Leone in those days, and the young boys would give us a hard time. But I always found solace in one place in Manchester, the dormitory, where my senior brother Julius Maada Bio and my cousin Sheikh Ture resided. And as Tennessee pointed out, and I think this is a message we need to remind people, Julius was a 6th former, a prefect, and I was a humble 2nd-year student. And yet this man never treated me as if I was some kid. He treated me with respect, talked to me with respect, and when I was out of line, yes, he did thrash me. But I'm grateful. Indeed. Because we all know, when you start to go a certain way, if certain people care about you, don't pull you back, you will continue to go a certain way. So I knew from those early days that this man had a very, very strong, dynamic, and humble nature. He cared. And so I'm angry, I'm frustrated that for too long, too many folks here and elsewhere have allowed people to define our friend. We should define our friend and our friendship with him. We believe in him, not because we all think we're going to get a job, but because we have confidence in his ability to deliver. And we need to send that message out. It's never going to be enough to simply say, I support Julius Maada Bio, ladies and gentlemen. If you care about your country and you believe Julius has a role to play, then it's our duty to remind people why he can deliver for us. Recently, I had a falling out with my dear friend Senator Tale. I tend to avoid the SLPP politics. Out of respect, I am not a member. It is not my place to impose myself on others. I care, but there are rules, there are protocols. So I tend to get my information from Tennessee. I was made aware that over a long period of time, there has been a lot of personal animosity towards Mrs. Fatima Bio. I was very angry. But I caught the wrong end of the stick. The remarks I caught were my dear brother fighting back ferociously. I asked him to apologize to any and all who he had hurt. And for the first time in our relationship, he said no. But he's my brother. I was simply not going to end a relationship based on an answer no. That's not how we should do things. So I called Mrs. Bio for the first time, and we had a conversation. And my heart broke, because in my ignorance, I had not been aware of the nature of the personal, venomous attacks against her as a person. Fatima is a wonderful woman. We are lucky to have her. But again, people are entitled to their opinions. I have a lot of people who don't like me, and that's okay. But it's not okay to demean. It is not okay to insult. It is not okay to trivialize another human being. Fatima has a right to stand by her husband. We should expect nothing less. But it's our job, if we support this couple, to fight for them. But when I say fight for them, again, it is not enough to throw back insults. We need to be smarter. We need to define a narrative that tells people who these people are. Because I'm sure you're all aware, when we talk to people who are outside our bubble, when you tell them about Julius and Fatima, it isn't always positive, especially about Julius. We can't have that anymore. Senesi has outlined a positive case for Julius and Fatima. Let us continue to make that positive case and convince people that these two individuals have a strong role to play in moving our country forward. Because at the end of the day, that's the ultimate goal. We all want a better Sierra Leone. Yeah. We have voluntarily chosen our vehicle, Julius Maada Bio. Let's go forward, ladies and gentlemen, and spread the word that he is a champion for our country. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Indeed, he is the great engineer for the London politician. If we can get a brilliant keynote address from the London politician, we can as well get a brilliant follow-up from the engineer. All right. Making progress. Although some folks are joining us at tea time, they don't know dinner. When we go to bed, that's the time they join us. You will catch up in our